2016 will be the priority date. An approved labor certification, only once an approved labor certification is approved, can you file your I-140, the immigrant visa petition. Quickly, to go over the 3 steps, you're looking at the labor certification. This process, I must mention, for those of you who don't know, is something that you can skip over if you're doing an EB-1 or an EB-2 national interest waiver. So what does that mean? If you have, there are several types of EB-1 applications. The very typical one that we are most familiar with in this room is that of an L1A, which is the EB-1C, which is a multinational manager. If it is the green card processing for a multinational manager, you skip this Perm process entirely. If it is for an outstanding researcher, if it is for an extraordinary ability, etc., you do not deal, these are all EB-1 categories, you do not deal with Perm. You are privileged to skip the test of the US labor market because the expectation is that these people are highly skilled and therefore are needed for the US economy. So you don't need to test the US labor market. They're letting us get away with it. EB-2, EB-3 is when you will be required to test the US labor market. So pretty much for everybody else, you will need to do this recruitment process. Only after this is certified, which is basically AKA approved, you will move into the I-140. What is the I-140? It's the immigrant visa petition, which is required for all filers of permanent residence. Now here, for those who have skipped step number 1, such as the L1As, such as the extraordinary abilities, such as the outstanding researchers, they will file an I-140. They're different categories and boxes we check, but pretty much you will need to prove, at least for the EB-2 and EB-3 applications, 2 essential things. You will need to prove that the financial ability of the employer, and you will need to prove that the candidate gained the required education and experience prior